Are you collecting a lot of balls of yarn and wonder what to do with them? Well, stay tuned. This is Gigi the Crochet Queen, also known as Gloria. I'll be showing you what I do with my scrap yarn. Stay tuned. Hello, YouTube subscribers. It's Gigi the Crochet Queen, also known as Gloria. And to all of my new subscribers, welcome and thank you for subscribing. Please subscribe, like, and comment. If you have not subscribed, please subscribe. And if you have, please like and comment on this video. I'll be doing a tutorial on scrunchies. This is something that I do with my balls of yarn because as a crocheter, after you finish a lot of projects, you start to collect a lot of balls of yarn that you don't have anything to do with. So what I do with mine is I make the scrunchies and I use the paper towel holder and I just slide them over the paper towel holder to keep them secure so I can get to them easily, just like that. So this tutorial is not very long. These scrunchies don't take long to make and they are really cute. As you can see, I'm wearing one and this is what I do. Stay tuned. Okay, so for the scrunchies, you will need, of course, a ball of yarn. I'll be using a K-hook. Can I get it? K-hook is 6.5 millimeter hook. This is one of my clover hooks. I love my clover hooks. And I always use the elastic that don't have that metal part around it. You can get them in different colors, and that I do so that sometimes I can get my yarns to match my scrunchies. You'll also need a pair of scissors and a yarn needle to sew in your end. If you don't have it, you don't have to worry about it because I sometimes just take the hook and I just pull the yarn through. So there is really no real counting to this that I do. And what I do is take my hook and I always try to start away from where the band is joined. So I start on the opposite side of that. Okay, so getting started. I take the yarn, attach the yarn around the elastic, pull that tight, pull it tight. Chain one, and then I do single crochets all the way around. And I just keep doing the single crochets and I push them close together. That way you get the ruffling effect because you have a lot of them on your elastic. So you just keep going around and going around. And you're crocheting over that tail that you have, and you can pull it to make sure it stays tight. And you keep crocheting with single crochets all the way around. And I'll meet you when I get to the end, and I'll show you what I do to make it tighter. Okay, so I've gone all the way around, and what I do is I push all of those on both sides so they're tightened up really tight, and then I go back around again to close up the rest of the elastic, because you want a roughly effect on the scrunchie. And if you don't like that, you can just do it one time around and then start on your shell stitches. And I will show you that when we get to the end. And again, I just keep moving them down so that they stay close together, because I like the roughly effect that you get. This was one of the things that I learned to do years and years ago, and I actually made a little bit of money doing it. I would sell them. And you can make these for little girls, and eventually the elastic, like anything, will wear out. But once you know how to make them, you can just replace it. And it's always good to have. You never know when you want to have to pull your hair back. So I think we'll do some more. Okay, last one. Now, you want to slip stitch into that first single crochet. Might be a little hard because it's a big hook. Pull through. Now what we're going to do, chain 3. And you want to do 4 double crochets into that same stitch. And that is a shell stitch. Then you single crochet into your next stitch, and that anchors that down some. And then you do 5 double crochets into the next. And let's see, I have 4. I'm going to do one more. 5 double crochets. And a single crochet in the next stitch. And that's what I do all the way around until it's finished. And for those of you that are new to crochet, I'll go over real slowly with the double crochet. You yarn over, go into your stitch, pull your yarn through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Again, yarn over, go into the stitch, grab your yarn, pull it through. You'll have 3 on the hook, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, double crochet. And I'll do 2 more to make that shell. And to do a single crochet, you go into the stitch, grab your yarn, pull it, and you have 2 on your hook, pull through 2. That's it. So you repeat that all the way around. That's 5 double crochets in one stitch, single crochet in the next, and alternate 5, 1, 5, 1 until you get around to the end, and I will meet you at the end. So this is what your scrunchie should be looking like. See the ruffle effect of it? And that's what it'll look like when you're finished all the way around. And if you don't want to do the entire thing around, you can leave it like this. You can do half of it, but we're going to complete it. So I will see you at the end. Okay, so we're coming up to the last few stitches, and I'm doing a single crochet here and my shell stitch, 1 double crochet, 2 double crochets, 3, 4, 5, and single crochet, double crochets, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and single crochet and shell stitch, 1, 2, 3, 4, was that 4 or 5? And a single crochet, and I have 2 stitches remaining, so I will be doing a shell stitch and a single crochet, and that's exactly the way I'd like it to end. So if you have an extra stitch, you just go into that extra one and do your single crochet and fasten off. And single crochet, single crochet, and what I do is I go into the top of that chain 3, if you can see, right back at the top of the chain 3, go into that. I want to go into 2 loops. Oh, can't get it. Oh, I see why. All right, top of the chain 3, and slip stitch to join, and cut your yarn, and you're finished. Just sew into that, and this is what you have. It's nice and tight now, but with wear it'll stretch out. And I've seen, you see the young girls, they wear them on their wrists as bracelets. So I take my yarn needle and I go down through the stitch, and I just hide this underneath the single crochets. Then I go the opposite direction, that way, come through, and we're done. Snip it off. you're finished. Beautiful little scrunchie. So I hope you'll make this and send me a pic and my email address. It'll be in my description. So hope you enjoyed this video. I'll see you on the next video and keep crocheting. Bye-bye.